All right, so WNBA owners have officially left. The WNBA and players text message left on red. That's right. The players DM the owners on Instagram, and the message now says "seen" with no response. This is what happens when this is the definition of F around and find out. And now the players are finding out. And now it seems like they're trying to play victim and win over public perception once again. We got to break this down. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, and hype the video. Let's get right into things. The
WNBA owners have officially walked away, leaving the players' final message, a direct Instagram DM to the ownership group. Unanswered, now simply marked as "seen, no response." This is the stark reality of a league that has reached its breaking point. What we're witnessing isn't just a breakdown in negotiations. It's a complete shutdown, signaling a dramatic shift in power. The owners appear done with the back and forth, leaving the players' union to face the fallout from their unyielding demands. This is the moment everything unravels, and the consequences are set to ripple across the entire WNBA.
Bell notification and hype the video. Let's get right into things. The clown show continues. The WNBA owners have had enough. Quite frankly, it's that simple. They've had enough of the back and forth. They did not even want to do a extension up to January 9th, and they stopped responding to these players more than 2 weeks ago. And Breanna Stewart made it seem like the conversation was still going on and all of this stuff. Now the players are talking about they want to negotiate in good faith. Why are they saying that? Because the owners do not feel that the players have been negotiating in good faith. Let's get into this article right here on ESPN. WNBA CBA Q&A, Nneka Ogwumike.
For weeks, the owners remained silent, halting all communication more than 2 weeks before the January 9th extension deadline. Meanwhile, Breanna Stewart suggested that talks were still ongoing, creating an illusion of progress. The reality, however, was far different. The owners had stopped engaging, exhausted by the endless negotiation cycle. Their calculated silence wasn't merely a tactic. It was a signal that a decisive move was imminent, leaving the players unwittingly stepping into a void.
Players are talking about they want to negotiate in good faith. Why are they saying that? Because the owners do not feel that the players have been negotiating in good faith. Let's get into this article right here on ESPN. WNBA CBA Q&A, Nneka Ogwumike, Napheesa Collier on standstill. Now you're about to listen to some ladies playing victim. That's what you are about to hear all throughout this. And then in this article where the interviewer asked them about what Caitlin Clark had to say about the compromise, they tried to sweep it under the rug and act like it did not happen because they do not want to compromise on anything. They're not really trying to have.
Now, suddenly, the players are scrambling, claiming a renewed desire to negotiate in good faith. This abrupt shift in tone comes only after the owners have fully disengaged, a last-ditch attempt to regain control of the situation rapidly slipping away. It lays bare the union's previous approach, where good faith appeared to be an afterthought. The owners, having felt ignored and disrespected for months, see this not as a genuine change of heart, but as a belated tactical maneuver.
About the compromise, they try to sweep it under the rug and act like it did not happen because they do not want to compromise on anything. They're not really trying to have a season, man. They got Unrivaled, they got Project B. These are complete conflicts of interest. I don't even know how they are sitting in the leadership seats at this point. Complete conflict of interest with all the stuff they have going on. Let's get right to it. It says on the eve of negotiating deadline for WNBA CBA collective bargaining agreement, WNBPA president and vice president Napheesa Collier told ESPN they are proud of the union's solidarity and vowed to keep working for it.
An ESPN article covering the WNBA CBA Q&A with union leaders Nneka Ogwumike and Aya Wilson Collier exposes the union strategy of playing the victim. Throughout the interview, frustration and disappointment dominate the tone, framing the players as the wrong party. This narrative is clearly designed to win public sympathy, but it sharply contrasts with the owner's quiet, unwavering resolve. While the union crafts its carefully calculated message, The owners' actions speak far louder than any statement ever could.
Thoughtful and reasonable proposals. You guys have asked for more than double of everything that they're talking about. 30% is league, 30% revenue, not happening. $10.5 million cap, not happening. So, whatever. Agul McKay said, Fee's right. I'm proud of how professional and patient we've been. What do you mean professional? Y'all was taking shots at the WNBA owners on Instagram. That wasn't professional. What are you talking about? Y'all have been trying to win people over in public perception throughout the entire negotiation. What are you talking about? You guys been playing victim the whole time. Like, oh man. She said the progress that we've seen are
a glaring conflict of interest shadows the union leadership. Ajima, Mike, and Kier, while representing the players, also run their own business ventures under the unrivaled Project B umbrella. How can they truly negotiate on behalf of all players when their personal financial interests may not align? This raises serious doubts about their ability to lead impartially, casting a long shadow over the credibility of the union's demands. These outside projects directly undermine their authority at the bargaining table.
Negotiations has been very upsetting and disappointing. Okay, victim now. You're upset and you're disappointed. The tone of the negotiations coming from the league is very dismissive, very disrespectful, you know. They've said over and over again that the players don't understand the business, and for them to put a blanket statement like that over players who clearly we do. We are very smart, educated women. We know what we're asking for. We know that it's not too much like they're saying. So that's been very disappointing to have that be the tone of conversations when we are in such a transformational era. Like NECA said, we're for both sides be benefiting and reaping the benefits of that.
With the WNBA CBA set to expire at midnight, the league is entering a tense status quo. While negotiations could, in theory, continue, the reality is far more serious. A work stoppage or lockout looms as a distinct possibility, even without an immediate loss of player benefits. This legal limbo, however, gives the owners tremendous leverage. They can effectively press pause on the season, forcing the union to face the real consequences of their impasse.
Y'all are offering are going to put them $700 million in the hole. They're not taking that deal. So I don't know what, I don't get. I want to get to, okay. Hold on one second. Okay, Agul McKay said I feel like there's a bit of by-the-book, antiquated approach to negotiations that is being used on the league side, and it foils drastically in comparison to what we are as a league. It said there's been a lot of talk and speculation about around the relationship between Kathy and the players.
Collier voiced frustration that, after 15 months, negotiations have made little progress. She emphasized that the players remain united and refuse to accept a subpar deal, insisting they are patiently awaiting the league's response to their thoughtful and reasonable proposals. While this firm stance projects unwavering solidarity, it also underscores a stark disconnect with the owner's perspective on what constitutes a fair and balanced agreement.
That lead to something that's transformational in this new agreement. But y'all have taken shots at Kathy at every turn you get. Nafis Collier just took shots at Kathy 2 days ago. So, you know, I don't get how you're not taking shots. I want to get to this part, the Caitlin Clark part, man, because it's just they are at this point they are playing victim, and I just got to be completely honest with you. That's what's happening right now, man. There's so much that's in this article, man. You have to take a look at this article. Here it is: ESPN at USA Basketball Camp last month. Caitlin Clark talked.
The WNBA CBA talks have officially hit a breaking point. Union leaders claim their proposals are thoughtful and reasonable, demanding more than double current compensation, including a 30% revenue share and a $10.5 million salary cap. But the owners see these figures as financially catastrophic, a $700 million hole they simply cannot fill. The union has spent months playing the victim, taking shots at owners on social media and framing players as the wrong party, while insisting they remain united and patient. Yet from the owner's perspective, this public posturing undermines professionalism and stalls real negotiation. At the heart of the deadlock is a fundamental clash over money. The union wants salaries directly tied to revenue, while the owners know agreeing to these demands would devastate the league's finances. pleas for compromise, even from stars like Caitlin Clark, have been ignored, while the union continues to hold firm on crippling revenue demands under the guise of flexibility. Their strategy, built on public sympathy, has utterly failed. Now, the owners have reached their breaking point. Communications have stopped, messages go unanswered, and the league faces a possibility of a work stoppage, or even moving forward with rookies and replacement players, potentially leaving veteran stars and their union sidelined. This isn't just a negotiation breakdown. It's a complete power shift, with the owners silent, the union scrambling, and the future of the league hanging in the balance.